Okay. First, let me say that I'm a homeowner in Rotterdam. I'm at 374 Princetown Road. I'm a huge children's advocate. I love...
Give us your name, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony Ann Avery. I hate being up here, by the way.
You want to sit up here?
I love the Mahonison School District. I have 2 children that are in it. Love kids. I have several friends who have children with special needs. I am not politically motivated in any way, and I think that I can say to most people that are here that it's very confusing to most of us that are in the community. I tried to do my homework. I asked a lot of questions. I tried to ask both sides of the fence. I will admit that I did think there was more Section 8 housing there, and while I am not opposed to that, I am opposed to a neighborhood being set up for that. Only because, even though people do not want to call this outright, historically, there is usually a larger police presence when there is a large group of Section 8. I love diversity coming to Rotterdam. I like to see it in different neighborhoods so that people rise up to where we are. I think we have a great place. I can understand people being upset that perhaps they moved into a place thinking that it was one thing and now finding out that maybe it was not. But the 2 things that really concern me, and I know they concern a lot of other people that I think of as being pretty average residents. One is the zoning. I know I also own a business, and I had to jump through hoops, and I was okay with that. And I had to dot the I's and cross the T's, and there were some things that I wanted to do that I couldn't do, and I lived with that because I felt that it was probably best for the area and that you don't want everyone just running around doing whatever they want to. But the second thing that concerns me is I made some phone calls about the police presence. I wanted to find out what was true, and there had been 150 calls in a 1-year period of time that were for domestic abuse, for mischief and disturbances. Had nothing to do with people being pulled over in front of the property. I then decided to drive through the property because I wanted to see for myself. I did not want to take anyone else's opinion. And it is not in good repair. Now, perhaps they will make it look nicer after, but that's a pretty big chance to take when you have so many people who really want the area to look nice. I want to stay in that area. I love it. I want my kids to continue through school. The other thing that I will address is I did get to read the article about the 46% of the budget for special needs kids, and I do think, at least for me, that was taken wrong by some people. I think the problem is that if you have only so much money, you want the kids that get in the program to really benefit. And so in Mahonison, a lot of people move to a town for the school district. I know, again, I love the school district, and if you want people to come here and we want a strong community, you want people to know that these kids are going to follow through all the way. Now, I'm hoping my numbers are correct. I tried to check this, but 57 kids from that neighborhood registered at Mahonison, and only 30 are currently going to school. That's not great. And when children go in and get the aid for special needs, hooray, Mahonison's got a great program for that. I think it has one of the best. But you want to make sure that the kids are going to continue to follow through so that all of the town's money, the school money, excuse me, is being used so that these kids get the best from this program. And it does reflect on us. And I'm not sure how it affects the town wholly, but I think the school does really say a lot about our district, you know, as a whole. So I think that's all I have to say. And like I said, I hope my numbers are correct, but I did try to do my homework on that. Thank you.